Good evening, ma'am.
Is my screen is visible, people?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, in today's session, we'll be discussing about the summary of week 5 and 6 at first. Okay, so 1 minute. Yeah. So first is polymorphism. So what is polymorphism at first?
Like many forms.
Yes. In Java, how will we use that?
Reusability of methods and also objects.
Yes. So here we can let's say we are using one interface. So one interface we can use it for the like whatever the actions to be done. Okay, so that it can be determined whenever is like we have two polymorphism, right? One is of compile time, and the next is one. Then compile time is nothing but the static binding, and runtime is nothing but the uh, dynamic binding. Okay, so static binding is nothing but method overloading, which means we'll give the same name but with different parameters like type or number or order may change. And runtime polymorphism is
Dynamic dispatch.
yes. So here we'll have the method overriding. Okay, which means during the runtime we'll just like based on the which class you are implementing, based on the implementation of a method which is defined in its superclass, based on that it will work. Okay, so the main thing in polymorphism is code reuse. We can be able to write like reuse the code, and next is like extensibility and decoupling. And in runtime polymorphism, we should do the inheritance. Based on that only we can, like based on which class I'm calling, based on that we can work. Okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we call it structural polymorphism because this same find method, like this code, everything can be used for any data type.
Mm.
No, here it is not generic.
Which is nothing but let's say we have the explicit class inheritance, and then we implement it in implementing the interfaces. Okay, so you can say that here we'll have a interface. So based on that, let's say what you can say that yeah. So let's say I have a interface, and what we'll do is we'll just create a um, like explicitly we'll just do the interfaces and inheritances. Okay, so let's say I have created the interface. Next, what I'll do in a class, we'll just do the interface, like we'll implement the interfaces. And what will we do? We'll just like the same method will be called, right? So that is what is that structural one. Using interface also we can achieve it. And next is using the reflection also we can do that, which means like using the method call explicitly by its name, we can do that.
Am
Okay.
are you sharing some code?
No, I'm not sharing any code.
Okay, because this PDF is on the screen, so I thought.
No, I'm just only using the PDF. That's it.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, this is what I mentioned. Like inheritance. Um, next is of the like if I have next is of type consistency. So here like let's say source type can be either same as the target, or it can be a subtype of the whatever the target type it is. Okay, so let's say we can overcome this by using the generic. So what is generic?
Like common.
Common type.
I'm not able to hear you people. Could you please speak a bit louder? So that is for the typed parameters, right?
Yeah, it can be used for all types.
Yes. So here, we can be able to write the classes, interfaces, and methods. So based on we can use this typed parameters for that. So typed parameters in the sense of we can just give a variable, let's say t. So using that, I can be able to give whatever the data type I want. It can be of character, I mean like string or character or integer, whatever the data type can be. Okay, we can give it using this generics. Okay, so why to use this generics? So the major thing is it increases the code reusability. Let's say for character separately, for integer separately. Instead of that, we can use it for all the methods, all the data types. Okay. And here though, we no need to do the typecasting also. Why? Because we are just using the type T, which means in that T, it's like a placeholder. You can use whatever the data type you want. It can be of string or character or whatever it is. So here I no need to do the type conversion. So if there is no type conversion, it makes the code in a very clear way as well. Okay.
Feed
Okay.
the
Here we can see there is some examples of the classes and the methods. So you can give it as class, my data structure, and then T is given. So inside the T, which means it can hold any data type. Okay, and let's say here public T. Generally, how will we create a method? Public and then the return type. Instead of return type, we're using as T. Okay, because T is nothing but you can use any data type as the return. Is it clear?
Yes.
So here you can see that public class linked list of T, which means whatever the data type it could be. So here you can see public T head and T is the return value, which means instead of giving like public int head or string head, instead of that they are giving us T. So T is like a placeholder. There you can fill whatever the value you want. If you want in the linked list, if you want to give the head as the string or integer or whatever data type it can do, you can do that here. You can see here private T data. Okay, which means the data whatever the value I'm inserting can be string or float or it can be integer also. Okay, and here I'm just giving its next. So this is what the class node contains. But sizes, we know its size means it's like number of elements because it will be an integer. So they have given us the int data type. Yeah, because the size is the number of elements in the linked list, right?
What are we doing?
Okay, so this is how the
Ma'am?
tricks work. And yes.
No, in the previous slide.
Mm-hmm.
This is generic, so this is structural polymorphism.
What?
No, we are talking about this structural polymorphism, right? This one.
Hmm.
Okay,
Actually, here we are.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. My mic was on mute.
so this is structural polymorphism, right?
Hmm.
Okay. And we call it structural polymorphism because this code structure is common for all the type. Like it can be reused. Same structure with different types. That is the reason we call it structural polymorphism.
Is the video stuck?
No, actually, ma'am is muted right now.
Sorry, people. Am I audible now?
Ah, okay. Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Instead of unmuting, I just muted myself. Yeah. Okay. So here, though, we are not if I have to use the structural polymorphism, what will we do? We'll use the uh, explicit class inheritance, right? And then what will we do is we can implement it using the interfaces. So in this question, which I have displayed, it is to clearly to demonstrate the generics, like what the generics and how the generics work. Just for that, I have given this example. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. No, in general, I was asking. We call it structural polymorphism because the structure can be reused for many forms, like many data types.
But here, though, we should not have any without explicit inheritance, or the interface implementation should not be there. Okay. Actually, this is of uh, parametric polymorphism, you can say, because for structural polymorphism, though, we have to give it as an
Yeah, it's like polymorphism based on the parameters. Yeah.
yeah.
So for like structural polymorphism, you need multiple like different implementations of a particular function, right?
We need to give that different, like the methods as well as we have to give that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. So this is about I'm just giving trying to pass the parameters one. Okay. So next is of yeah. Here they have given us class, my class is S, and here they have given us S and T. So like what they are trying to try 1 minute, people. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So here too we have a class which has a data, initially we have given my class as yes here. Okay, so which is to we have determined with that S. So again in the method, what are we doing here? We are giving its again S and T. S is nothing but already we have given the class parameter. Okay, like my class is like that. So S is inside the method, which means it hides the classes. If I try to give the same thing, what will happen? The class yes will be hidden. Okay, so inside my method, so what will happen here? S is referred to its own parameter, not the class one. So the class one will be hidden. So we should not give it like this. Okay, in addition to that, we are using the new parameter T also. Okay, so generally here we should give it like a two different two independent type parameters like S and T, but the S is hidden, like class S is hidden in the method S. Okay, so that is why we should not hide the variables when we are giving the generics. Is that thing clear?
So we should use other than S like RT.
Yes, you can use a different thing, but we should not hide the previous one. Is that thing clear?
Ma'am, the method S is different from the previous S.
Here also we are using S, and here also we are using S, right?
So both are different or both are same?
So how it will do is like this S will be hidden, and whatever I'm using as a S, that will belong only to this method. But how about the class S? That data type is hidden.
Okay, ma'am.
So if I try to use the S, it will just take only within the method that S only. It will not take the previous S.
Okay, ma'am. And after erasure, the parameter S will be object.
I didn't get your question.
Ma'am, after the eraser, like after compilation,
Hmm.
the s in the parameter of the my method.
You're talking about type eraser, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So say.
So the parameter in my method as object.
Hmm.
So there s will be like object after eraser. S will be converted into object.
I'm not getting your question. Could you please say again?
Okay, no problem, ma'am. I
No,
will
no,
say.
no. Repeat your question. I just wanted to understand.
Okay, ma'am. So after the type eraser,
Mm-hmm.
the parameter s object in the
Okay.
my method.
Mm.
So the s will be converted into object, type object.
But as we are using the generics here, like at runtime, the type parameters will be erased, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So the class type S will be erased to the object, and both
Okay.
S and T will also be erased, right? Because
Yes, ma'am.
both S and T will be erased.
Okay, ma'am. Got it. Got it.
So basically, if we want to, in this case, use a separate s, like we want to use the s that we already have, but we want to have additional t type for returns. So in that case, how are we going to write it there?
No, no, repeat. Additional what?
So basically we are typing public s comma t
Hmm.
inside the angle brackets, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
defines a particular return type, that it has to be a return type
Hmm.
of s and t. So
Hmm.
if we want to have that, like an extra t type, like in here we are having a separate t type, but the actual s is getting masked. So
Yes.
how do we do it without it getting masked?
You can use a different type, like let's say U. So U comma T, and again void method of U as the object.
Right, okay, got it. And
Because I
just
need
to,
to give. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
just to confirm, so why exactly do we need the angle brackets in there inside, by the way,
That is
in the
to
public?
see. That is to generate that generics will just do it, right.
Yeah, so there was two options. One was public. We can use public t void my method, or we can use public angle bracket t. So I just
Hmm.
want to confirm what is the difference between the two.
So that is to give the return type, no?
Yes, so I saw in the lecture that the professor was telling that public, if we just type public t void my method without the angle brackets, that means different from using angle brackets. So what is the like difference?
So angle bracket is the generic definition. It is not
Like this,
written
wait,
type.
Otherwise, it
I'll
will
just
just
type
take
it.
it. Okay. Otherwise, it will just mention that it is like only void is the return type. Here, though, we are just giving us one more data type has to be like
Yes. So I just typed it. So what is the difference between these?
1 minute. I'm just checking. Okay, so like first one, we have given public t void.
Hmm.
Actually, you cannot give, right.
Yes, ma'am. If T is there, then T is the return type.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. T means it's like and void also you have given, which means
There can be either T or that void.
so in the second one it's like we are using a generic method which is returning the void as the return type.
Okay, so I got it. So basically, if we use the angle brackets, we just want to mean that this particular function works on s and t. But if we do not give the angle brackets, that just means the return type.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So you can't give two return types. T will be return type void. Void means there is no return type.
That's
So this
that.
will give
Yeah,
error.
yeah,
It
yeah,
can
yeah.
just
The
give
first one
either.
will give error. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
got it.
Right. Any other doubts, people? Can I proceed further?
So giving a quantifier is mandatory, right? Without giving that, we can't directly use S. like in my method.
Huh.
Previous slide.
Yeah.
There is some feedback.
Yeah, I have muted the person.
Ma'am, in the previous slide,
Mm-hmm.
that angle bracket s comma t is mandatory, right? Without giving that, we can't actually use s objl.
Yeah, because here I'm actually whatever the data type here I'm giving, like here I can give it independent also, like T and U I can give. So like which means let's say I'm giving U and T. So U as the object I can give it. So that is mandatory here.
Right. So if
Because
ma'am, if we did not use the s and t, we just used void, like public void my method s object, then
uh
the s will be used from the upper line from the.
yes. If I'm trying to use the yes, so it will take only the class yes, class generic yes.
Right. Got it.
So
And
there is nothing like overwriting and all.
right. Got it. And could you also quickly explain the there was something called the wildcard.
Yeah. I'm explaining one by one.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
So wildcard is also there. Wait. Okay. So next is of the generic subtyping. So generic subtyping in the sense of it is to handle the inheritance and then like the relationship between the generic types, which means like let's say string, which is related to the object or which can be like which can be either related to its integer. I mean like integer to number, something like that. Okay. So we have some relationship between the generic types. So to handle that, we can use this generic subtyping. Okay. So next, there is like invariance. So invariance in the sense of like, um okay, there is no subtype like what I can say relationship at all. Which means let's say I'm taking the various as S and T. So S is of different generic and the T is of different generic. That doesn't have no subtype relationship at all. So that is what is invariance. Okay. And next is of covariance. So covariance in the sense of let's say we are taking the integer, which comes under the number. Okay, so super integer means we can just give all the unknown super type of the integer like number or object, whatever it could be. You can use that. So that is what is covariance. Covariance means it is just related to one another. Okay. So to denote the covariance, so you can see here. So S is a subtype of T and the reference of T can store the object of S. So here they have given us integer and then the numbers. And then here they're just printing as the array 2 of 2. So you can see this array, like the integer is assigned to the numbers. So the T can also refer to S because S is a subtype of T. Is this thing clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So by this way, I can be able to like assign the values to it. And next is of the wildcard. So what is wildcard, people? Sorry.
So basically, when we do not need to know about, when we are not going to use the particular variable, like we won't gonna be needing it. It can be anything basically.
Means can you please elaborate?
Yeah, like let's say I'm passing a type integer, but the particular function doesn't need to know that I'm passing a integer. It just needs to know that, oh, it is a particular subtype of a particular class or something, but it doesn't need to know that, oh, it's that particular class. It can be anything basically.
Yes. So we can be able to represent it using the question mark within that angular braces. Okay. So in this we have two types. So the major thing in this wildcard is the code like it increases the flexibility of the code. Okay, like whenever we are using the subtype, we no need to mention what exactly it is. Okay, you can specify like just you can give it as list or map, whatever it is. We no need to give exactly what it is. So here we have two types of wildcards. One is unbounded, and next is of bounded one. So in bounded we have the like either it can be of upper bounded or it can be of lower bounded one. Okay, so first is my screen is visible or it got stuck? Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Okay, so unbounded means it can be am I audible, people?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So unbounded means it can be of any type. Okay, which means let's say I can just give it as an object. We don't need to worry what exactly object, I mean like from which object it is carrying and all. We don't need to worry about it if it is of unbounded. If it is of bounded, like as I mentioned, it will be of either upper bounded or it can be of lower bounded, which means like subtype and supertype. That's the only difference. So T is a like some subtype of T, which means it's upper bounded. Lower bounded in the sense of super, we'll just give it a super T. Okay, which means this super type of T. We are using some type that is of super type of T. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. For that, if it is subtype, we can use the extents. If it is of super type, we'll use the super of T. I mean, like super T. You can see both the examples here. Okay. So extents means it's of subtype and super is for super type.
Ma'am, super is for
We are just extending the type T, which is some super type of T. That's it.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, it is upper bounding or lower bounding?
It's of lower bounding. If you are using super, which is for lower bounding.
Okay, ma'am.
So it's like here question mark is the parent of T.
Huh.
Okay.
Which is a super type of T, yeah. And if it is like extents, which is like a subtype. All right.
Ma'am, can you give
So,
an example?
example for this, okay. 1 minute.
For the super, I can say that it can be a number to integer like that.
Mm-hmm. So here, let's say we have a number. Same question mark extends. We can just give it as the same number. Okay, I want it in a list, so I can give it as a list. Then what I can do is I can use number n from the list. Just try to print the n value like that. Also, you can give. 1 minute.
Okay.
I'll just share my screen now. Like VS Code's like screen. 1 minute. Is the screen is visible, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so here I'm just giving us, so as I mentioned, I can just give it as public static void. I'm just giving us some values as a method name. and here I'm giving us a list question mark extends. I'm just giving us the number, and then angular brace is closed. I'm just giving us the list value. So inside this, what am I trying to do? I have to take for number. Here I can just give it as n colon from the list value, and I can try to print the n values. That's it. Oops, it's Java, right? So I should give it as system dot out dot print of n value. Now that's I'm giving as printer. Okay, so by this way I can be able to, like, question mark extends number. So that is for reading. Only I can do the writing, but I cannot be able to add the elements to it. Why I cannot add the elements? Because here it is a subtype, right? If it is super type, I can be able to write in that. As it is a subtype, I can just only read the elements. Is it clear?
Yeah, makes sense.
Ma'am, in super type, just only put value, right?
Yeah, that's for writing the elements.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what did you say about the reading?
Ma'am, for super we can both read and write or only write?
For super, we can read it only by, like, only objects can be done, but writing you can do it. Similarly, if you take the extents, that is the subtype, there you can only read it, not able to write it.
Ma'am, what do you mean writing? Example.
Like adding the elements, like dot add of method you can use, no? If it is a list. Here I have given the list. So for list, what I can do is dot add of method. I cannot give it in the extents, but in super I can just give it as list dot add of whatever the values it is.
And why can't we give it here?
Because it's a like, this is what I already mentioned, no? Here we have a subtype and the super type. This is of subtype.
It's because we can't add number type to a integer. Like you cannot add a super type to a subtype.
Huh.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Can you all able to understand that? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All right. So next we'll go ahead with this
But in this
reflection.
one question.
Yeah, please.
So in this example, we are not mentioning anything like integer or.
I'm just extending as the number, right? Extends number.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'll just show the code again. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Oh yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So
I've
you're
given as extends number.
okay. So if we have a list of integers, then we cannot add those.
Yeah. I
Okay.
cannot be able to add into this one. So if I give it like a integer, like super integer, then I can be able to write it. And I can be able to use the object to read it, but not like normal data type, we cannot use it to read the elements. If it is of super type.
Okay.
Is it clear to you all?
Okay, super type, this reading will be difficult. Not easy.
Reading will be like only using object you can do, otherwise you cannot do.
Then we need the T, we have to write and use the T.
Like you have to use it like object, like obj, like what you can say, like object obj colon and whatever the list name is given, and you can be able to read it.
Like instead of question mark, if we make it T, then in that line number 3 for loop, we can, instead of number, we should write it T. Then we can write.
Then we are not using the wildcard there, right?
Yeah, with wildcard we can.
Yeah, here in case of wildcard, we are just using this T and all, like question mark and all.
No, he's trying to say that in case of wildcard, if we use t, can we still do a right? The answer will be no, right? Because it will still be an integer.
Huh.
Oh, he's asking to change in two places, line 1 and 3. So if we have t in line 1 as well as in line 3,
Which means we are trying to use it like 1 minute, like this, right?
No,
Like
like
normal generics.
no, if you want to add, like now because of the wildcard, we can't add anything, right? Now if you use t, we can write.
Again, inside also I have to
Yeah, use t.
yes. So I have to make some more changes also, right? Like t extends the number, so I can be able to add the items then, like as it's a list and all. I think we can do that.
No, but if we pass integer and t will hold the integer, then how are we going to
Actually, we have to make few changes here. That is, we have to give only like this extension part is there, no? So that I hope my yeah. So this extension part is there, no? So this has to be taken before. Like here before the void, I can just give us t is extending the number, and here I can just give list t. I'll just write it. T is extending the number. Okay, and void values of here I can just give it as t as a data type. That's it.
Ma'am, so the t extends number should be written outside, right?
Huh, yeah.
Okay, we can't write it inside that. Like,
Yes, yes. Because I just wanted list as t as a generic, and then I'm just saying that t is extending the number outside. In the same line, I cannot do what, right? Because as it's a wildcard, I'm just saying whatever the data type can be, like I'm just doing that. But here we have to write it like this.
okay.
So if I'm trying to add the values, then I can be able to do that by using like dot add off, and if I have to give any elements, we can do that.
Yes, now we can
yeah,
add.
makes
Hmm.
sense.
Is that clear to you all?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. The PPT
Um,
is
uh,
visible.
by the way, I actually have a quick question regarding the OPP. Is it okay to ask it right now? It just will take like 1 or 2 minutes.
Regarding OPP, what is your thought?
So what happened is a bunch of students and my friends missed on at least one GRPL. Like they missed at least 1 weeks of GRPL, like week 6 or week 7 or week 8. Like they missed 1 week, and they are wondering if they will be disallowed from the OPP2. Like same happened with me. Week 8 I missed. So what do we do in here basically about the OPP2?
Uh, I will check. I'm not sure. Could you please post it in the discourse? I think.
Yes,
Yes,
and we
ma'am, I
already
posted
posted so
that in
many
the
times.
Discord forum, but there was no response from the
Okay,
office.
I will respond it by the end of the day. Okay.
Okay, ma'am,
All
thank you.
right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is there any theory question in quiz 2?
Theory question in the sense of.
Ma'am, theory question in the last year paper, last term paper, I didn't see any theory question. So there will be any theory question in quiz 2?
I'm not sure.
Maybe like definitions and stuff.
Like the basic theory questions about definitions or
At a
keywords.
mostly it will be like programming type only. Like uh, if I'm giving this, like what kind of error can occur, or subtypes or whatever, it can be like that only.
Not like the definition, what is the generic type and what is the wildcard. This will
No,
not come, right, ma'am?
mostly no.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll check and confirm tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So far, it's not as like that, right? Maybe if there is any error, or you can just say output or what this implies, something like that only will be questioned.
Okay. Okay.
Quiz 1, we had couple of.
Because I didn't find any basic theory questions of like definitions in the previous papers.
Yeah, in quiz one, like almost I think
They are
60%
in
of the
yeah,
question
they
were
are
repeated from
in quiz.
PYQ.
Yes, but not basic theory questions are present in the previous terms question papers.
Mm-hmm. I'll check and I'll tell you tomorrow. Is that fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, in regards to the OPP1, if it is possible, if you could just allow those students who missed one weeks of GRPA for the OPP2, if
I'll
that's
check with the
requested.
team and then I'll reply
Mhm.
people. Maybe
Okay, ma'am.
by end of the day or tomorrow, you'll get the response. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, how do we get in touch with the instructors? We have the emails of the TA, but whenever we ask something to the TS, they tells us to get in touch with the instructors.
You can in Discourse you can find their names.
Okay, so I'll just tag and then post there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
All right, people. And the next topic is of the reflection. So, what is reflection? So, it is to examine and manipulate the runtime behavior of the like whatever we are just trying to do in that, right? Okay, so here we'll be able to inspect the class, method, field, and constructor at the runtime, as well as it will create the new instances and it will invoke the methods, and then we can be able to access and modify the fields. So generally, can be able to like even the private one can be able to modify it here. So generally, if it is private, it will be like only particular class, right? But using this, we can be able to access and we can be able to modify it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. People, you said something. Okay, I'm just continuing further. So here we have two things. One, like these are the major things. One is of introspect and other is of intercede. Okay, so introspect in the sense of it will look into the structure of the classes at the runtime. Okay, it is to inspect that class like methods, fields, and whatever the constructors we have given. Like it will just check all those things. Um, So during only at the runtime it will check, not at the compile time. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
next is intercede. Intercede in the sense of it will dynamically change the behavior at the runtime, which means here in case of introspection, like how the inspection will do, something like that. We are just looking into the classes and the structure of it at the runtime. But intercede, it is to modify the behavior at the runtime. Okay, using the reflection, you can be able to do this process also. Which means what are we trying to do is we are creating the new instance of the classes dynamically, and it will invoke the method. So, which means like it can be of either private or irrespective of that. Okay, it will invoke the method, and we can be able to modify the values of the field, which means like what are the values I can do that. Okay, so we can be able to change the behavior of that method also. Is it clear? Which means let's say initially some other name was there, you can be able to change that name also using the reflection in case of intercede. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So both the things will do only at the runtime, introspect as well as intercede. But introspect, it will just check only the what it is doing, like what are the things are there like that. Intercede is to change the values or modify its behavior or whatever it is. Okay. Is it clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So so next is the type eraser. So what is type eraser? People just now we mentioned about type eraser, right? What is that?
Ma'am, type eraser is like erasing the
All generic type informations, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the Java compiler will remove all the generic type information, and then like during the compiling time, like, during the compilation time, it will just do the, like, it will removes all the generic type informations. Okay. So previously we would have given that like, what you can say, that angular braces like T or something like that, which means it has some data type, that is some generic type, or it can be like string also you can give. So after that, after compiling, what will happen, it will be like without that, like without that exact parameter one. Okay, within the angular basis, if I have given us list angular basis T, after that it becomes only the T, I mean after that it becomes only the list, sorry. Okay, if I'm just giving only the T, it will be replaced with any other object. Okay, so this is how the type gets erased. Okay, that is the generic type gets erased. Is it clear?
So it is like we define an array list using objects, not generic at
Mm-hmm.
runtime. It will be as if like that
Yeah, it will just change it to the objects. Like if I just give only the type parameter, then it will just replace with the objects.
at runtime.
Yeah.
In compile time, it will have that.
Hmm. No, no,
Okay.
no. During the compile time only it will do that, right?
Type erasure happens during compile time or
Yeah,
runtime.
during compile time only. I mean, when compiling the code only, Java compiler will remove all this generic type.
Okay. But if we define array list a string, we can't insert number,
Huh.
integers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How is that checked in compile time?
See, if I'm giving us T extends the number. So T will be removed, only number will be taken. That's it. So whatever we are giving within the angular braces, let's say if I'm giving us list T or list string, so it will become only as the list, not with that angular braces one.
Object.
Yeah.
But in the first line it says that does not give type information at runtime, not at compile time.
I didn't understand.
No, it says that Java does not keep type information of generics at runtime, not compile time. The first line.
Huh, that's what I'm saying. So at the runtime, it won't be there. Only at the compile time, it is just doing all these things.
Okay, it is checking and then removing.
Mm,
So that is why it is compilation error, then. Not
yes.
not runtime error.
Runtime error, huh?
But it should be runtime error, right? Because
Why so? Because type eraser, what it will do? It will just, like, Java compiler will remove it, right?
yes, ma'am.
So at that time, I'm just giving us yes is like instance of the array list like that. So here, like,
So after compiler changes the string to object, we are checking this instance of.
hmm,
Okay, instance of is checked during runtime. And since in compile time the string changes to object, so at runtime instance of array list string will not.
yes, because you can see that I have given us S as an instance of array list of string. So generally during the compile time, like, yes, the type information of that string will be erased, right? So
So
it
that
will
is
be
why.
just, yeah.
Okay, so as if at runtime there is no generics like
Hmm.
the object. Okay, so it can't find this angle bracket string, that syntax error or something. It
Uh-huh.
can.
No, no, no. It will be just like deleting it, no? So that's why it is just showing an error there.
Okay.
Okay, any other doubts so far? Yeah, here is the next topic, that is indirection. What is indirection? Okay, I'll tell you. So indirection in the sense of like we can be able to uh, access or like if I have to just like interaction part with the like instead of directly we are just going through the abstraction or by using the references. Is it clear? Which means we are not directly interacting. Instead, we are just using some medium to interact with that. Is it clear? Which means using the references.
Could you repeat?
Uh, let's say I have to access something. Okay. You like instead of accessing it directly, I'm just using something else, and then through which I'm just interacting with that. Let's say I have a friend, but I'm not directly talking to that friend. Instead of that, I'm using one more friend called person Y. So using person Y, I'm interacting with my friend.
Like interface and
Hmm.
like classes which implement them.
Yeah, I'm just using some reference point. That's it. Like you can use interfaces or the abstraction for that.
Okay, so using interface to refer to like two classes which implement that is also indirection.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I said, using either the abstraction or any interface or any reference point to that instead of contacting it directly. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, if it is like a references in the sense of like using some pointer to it. So you cannot be able to creating a like a reference point to, or a pointer to it, and from there you can be able to access the objects of that particular class or anything. And similarly using the method calls or using the interfaces, you can be able to achieve all these things. So that is what is the indirection. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what were they trying to say in the above slide actually with the two implementation?
So here they have the two separate implementations. So what is the first one represents? So here they have given the circular array QE, and here they are using the linked list array QE, and we are using as what is that? The public void E like element adding and removing and then size of. So here
Okay, the methods are all same, but the class is different.
So in the first also we are just not giving that directly, right? Like if I have to add any element, we are just trying to use the interface. So from there you can see in there they have given us public e remove, right? Yes.
Oh, yes.
So e is something they are using as an interface to implement the method.
Oh, how is the interface?
It is type.
Yeah. Okay, so here the we can just use it like public void e. E is a data type we are using it here, and maybe I can do one thing. I can just create an interface named Q, and there I can just give it like these methods, like whatever the add method, remove method, and size method is there. I can just give it in that, and here in the circular array and linked list array, I can use it like a like what you can say the implementation part for that. So both have the same things, right? Like add of method, remove of method, size of method. All the methods are same, but there is no interface or any parent class for this, right? No same parent class, I mean.
Yeah.
So I can just use the interface to enable the indirection here. That is by creating some name called, let's say both are Q, right? So I can just create an interface named Q, and there I can just give it like an abstract method without any implementation part, the add method and remove method and size method. And then I can just implement that in these two public classes. By that way, I can be able to enable this indirection.
Like using that queue like interface and using the same methods, even though the classes are different. Implementation.
So that I can just give the common abstraction method, right? Like the same interface is done.
So should these classes implement that interface actually?
I don't understand your question.
I mean, this classes should have this implements of that.
Yeah. If I'm creating that interface, then I should give the implementation here, so that I can just give it like a abstract, like that is the interface, and here I'm giving the body of that, like that.
Okay, so that is missing in this slide.
Yeah. To
Okay.
here, I have to enable the extension means. I mean, like in the indirection means I can do that. Okay, is it clear?
Oh, yes.
All right, fine. So the next topic is of the collection. So collection in the sense of here we'll have these interface, like it have the collection of interfaces in the classes. Okay, so here let's say if I'm using the collections here, I can be able like these are the Java collections. So we have the list, queue, set. In queue we have priority queue, deck, and array deck. And in list we have array list, linked list, vector. Like stack is also pointed to that. And similarly set we have hash set and linked hash set. Sorted set is also there, which includes the tree set. Okay, so here you can say this array list, linked list, vector, and stack. All these are the classes. So I can be able to use the list as the interface, which means that what happens, I can implement the array list. I mean, in array list, I can implement this list. Same linked list and all these things. Okay, similarly, queue and deck are the interfaces. Array, deck, and priority queue are the classes which is implementing this. Is it clear, people? Okay, so concrete collections in the sense of, which means it contains the actual implementation of the interfaces of the list, set, queue, and the map. Okay, so in list, what are the list implementations are there? Array list, linked list, vector, and stack. So like a stack is nothing but the subclass of the vector, and array list. So is it possible to change the size in the array list?
No.
Array list, can we not change the size?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. List, array list.
We can be able to change it, right, by using the dot add of method.
Yes.
Yeah, and also we can be able to access the random elements faster also, because there is some order. I can be able to access which element is occurring where. And
By
next,
position.
huh?
So by position, yes.
Yes. And next is of linked list. So in linked list, which means here we'll have like connections, right? So linked list is nothing but front element is connected with its next element by the address and all. So we can be able to delete or insert the element, is its process can be done in a better way. And next is the vector, so which is nothing but the synchronized, like what you can say here also, you can be able to alter the size of that array, which means like I can be able to change the size.
I mean, linked list we can change.
Linked list also you can be able to add the and delete the elements. That is also alteration is possible. Okay, and next is a stack. As I mentioned, it is a subclass of the vector. Okay, and stack follows the principle of last in first out. Okay, which means whatever is inserted at the last, which will be taken out at first. Okay, and next is of the set interface, I mean set implementations. In set we have hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. So in hash set, we will not have any duplicate elements, and it will be of not in the ordered way. Okay, and here we have, we'll use the hashing, which means we'll use Ronak. Okay. So it uses the hashing for it, which means like maintaining some order. Will be inserting, or if I have to do any elements, we can have that. And all the set will have only the unique elements. It will never have the duplicate. Okay, and next is of linked hash set. So linked hash set maintains the insertion order. Okay, whatever the way I have, like if I have inserted 1 and then 2 and 3, so it will maintain that order. In hash set, there is no order. In linked hash set, we have the insertion order. And tree set, it will be in the sorted order. Okay, like after sorting, what will be the order? It will be like that in the tree set. And next is queue or DQ implementations. Okay, so we have priority queue, array, deck, and then array DQ, and then the linked list. So priority queue in the sense of course, by the name it implies that based on the order or based on the priority, it will be just keeping its order. Okay, and next is of array DQ, which means the double-ended queue. If it is double-ended queue, I can be able to add and delete in both the ends. Okay, so it's a array deck. And next is linked list. So here linked list also implements the deck, which means which can be used as a and next is of maps. So map implementations in the sense of, here we don't have map as a collection, but we can use it as a part of a framework. Okay, so here we have hash map, linked hash map, tree map, and hash table. Okay, so hash map in the sense of like hash set, it doesn't follow any order. Okay, and here it will allow one null key and many null values. So only one null key is possible. It will not allow more than that, but null values can be possible. Many also we can give. Okay, and next is of linked hash map. So as discussed in the linked hash set, here also it follows the insertion order. Okay, next is of tree map. Like tree set, here also we have the sorted keys. Okay, and next is hash table. So in hash table, it will be in the synchronized order. Okay, and here we will not have any null values or null keys. Okay, these are all about the map implementation. Okay, so map in the sense of course, it will have two things. One is the key and the other is the value. That is what they have mentioned is two parameters k and v.
Ma'am, this
Yes, Suresh.
tree map like
Mhm.
maintains the sorted order based on the keys.
Keys, yes, yes.
Okay.
So generally, if it is mapped, no, it has two parameters, keys and values. So always it will just check with the keys to sort it, or if I have to check the order and all, it will just check with the keys only. Okay, that plays a major role. Using key, we can able to find the values also like that.
And it can be both in ascending as well as descending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But insertion order matters in case of linked hash map, and tree map will be in sorted. Generally, it will be of ascending. If we can be able to do the ulta also.
Okay.
How do we specify? Like for example, string keys is a string that default it will do alphabetical order.
Actually, it
If
uses
you
the
want,
red black tree.
okay, if you want opposite, then
Okay.
string.
So do you have any idea like what is red black tree?
No, it is like balanced. Like
Yeah,
self.
it's a self-balancing tree, right? It uses that one.
Yes, ma'am. But
It sorts the. Yeah, yeah. Please say.
if you want descending order, then
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I have to follow the like as I mentioned, it will just automatically take the ascending order only. So if I have to do it in the reverse like descending order or something, I have to specifically mention as like change the order, like reverse order, something like that. I have to mention specifically.
okay, mention variable.
Like let's say if I'm using okay, generally how will we mention a stream map?
New tree, ma'am.
Yes, new tree map of, and then we'll give the angular if I have data types and all, right? After that, you have to give us collections dot reverse order of. So for which you have to import the util package as well.
Okay.
So I'm just specifically mentioning as reverse the order. So it
Could
is
you
reversing based only on the key or the value. Which one?
that syntax can you write and show?
Yeah, yeah, sure. 1 minute. I'll just open my. 1 minute, people. I'm just opening that. Is my screen is visible now? So this is what I mentioned. So let's say, okay, now I have to add the elements, right? So what are the elements I can add? So how to add the elements? By using the put of method. Okay, I'm just giving the value as 5 comma, and I'm just giving us, okay, let me just give string has to be the first, and then I'm just giving us map dot put of uh, 12, and then I'm just giving us map dot put of 67. I'm just giving us map dot put of 99, like this. Okay, I'm just mentioning as first, second, and here I'm mentioning as third, and here I'm mentioning as fourth. So what will happen in this case?
99 will be first.
Yes, 99 will be printed first. So how to print the elements here?
You just print map.
I need to use the iterator, right?
No, we can directly print the system.
No, I want to print all the elements. No? Like
Yes,
what is this?
like system.out.println map.
Okay. Then
A map. That map. Yes, this should.
okay, so I'll just compile this first. Java C space revision.java. Okay, there is no error. Then Java space revision. So it is printing 99, 67, 12, and 5. All the elements got printed in the reversal order. Imagine I'm not giving this. So now, let me compile. And then I'm just giving this. So can you see the difference? It is printing in the sorted order as 5, 12, 67, and 99. Okay, or let me just do one thing. I'll just change the order also. First, let me compile it. Can you see? It is taking in the sorted order. Though I have given a random order also, it is taking in the sorted order. If I just give it as collections dot reverse, then what happened? Let me just change the order still. Java space. Can you see? Though I'm giving in the different order, it is printing only in the reversal order.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, everyone?
Yes, clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, so yeah, that's all about all these things, right? Yeah, now we'll discuss the questions here. Is my screen is visible, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here a Java code is given, and they have given us new class private string name comma password, and they have given public new user of string and string s and string p, and here string get user name of. So if the name is not equal to null, which means it is checking for the like, which is the invalid name, and as such the password length is equal to 10. Otherwise, like colon they are giving us should be of 10 characters. This is of line 2. And similarly, they have given line 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here, choose the correct option when the program is executed as Java-EA test. So which throws the assertion error? Line 1 or 2 or 4 or 6?
Line 2.
Why it is line 2?
Sudarshan name is 9 characters.
But name too, we have to check whether it's null or not, right?
The password is 8 characters.
You're
Okay,
saying line 2 and
oh, I'm sorry. Your password is 8 characters.
what is the issue with the password then?
It should be 10 characters.
Yeah. How many characters were there actually?
8 characters.
Yeah, you can see in the password here in the first input. How many letters are here actually in the password?
8 letters.
Yeah. So that's why it will show the error in the line 2. Okay. So line 2 error throws the assertion error. And here is the next question. So consider the Java code given below and what has to be filled in the line 1. So this is the question, people. So first they have given a class player which contains the string nickname in score and boolean is premium. And they are giving the initializing, the constructors given like public string to string of it should return the nickname. And game lobby is also given if it is eligible, which means the score and the premium is taken. If is premium, return true. Otherwise, they have like irrespective of like if this is failed, it has to check whether the score is greater than or equal to 10 to check the eligibility. And then they are using the filter players. And while iterator has the next, so here they are using the iterator.next. If it is eligible, what they have to do so that they can get the output like Sharon, Sharon, Arjun, and Ambani has to be the answer. So what has to be filled in the line 1? I'll just give 3 minutes of time, people. Just come up with the answer for that. Okay.
Options.
Can you share the PDF?
Repeat.
Okay, ma'am. So the options are.
The options can be the remove or like iterator dot remove or players dot remove, or we have to give the parameter something like that. We have to give players, or do we have to give the iterator? And what we have to give, like we have to give the dot remove with parameter or just dot remove? Okay, so here we generally give iterator dot next, similarly iterator dot remove, right? And for remove, if I give, how it will work?
It doesn't take any.
Exactly, that method doesn't take any elements. Generally, it will just remove the last element of the, like from the iterator, whatever is the last element that will be removed. Is that clear?
So in this example, what exactly does it?
So they have mentioned that if not eligible. So you can see in the question that if they are not eligible, what they have to do. Which means, let's say if they are eligible, so I'll get it as true. What does mean by not of true?
False.
So the condition will not work. So actually, I need the players who are either they should be the premium person, which means the premium should be true, or else they should score more than 10, right? So that is what is the condition for the eligibility. So if they have scored more than 10, I mean less than or equal, I mean greater than or equal to 10, I'll get here as true. So not of true means false. If will not work. Let's take example as Rohit. He is not a premium and he haven't scored more than 10 also. So what does mean by that? Here he will get the answer as false. So what is not of false?
True.
True. So if of true. So if they are not eligible, I have to remove that person. So that's why I'm using the iterator dot remove. And generally it removes the whatever the element in that particular element. Okay.
Yeah, read by next.
Ma'am, is this which question?
Is it clear?
So why not that we do not need to give the parameter p?
We not take.
We shouldn't give this parameter p, remove of p.
Generally iterator dot remove won't get the parameter. No, we don't give the parameter to it. No arguments to it. We'll just give the remove. That's it.
Okay.
That's a valid usage should be in next. There should not be any argument. I mean, like in remove, there should not be any argument. That is why this issue. Okay.
Ma'am, can you share this PDF?
Okay. After the session, I'll just try to share. Okay. And here is the next question. So here is the Java code. So import java.title.start and public class test is given. So here they have given the set of code. So actually, what will be the will it give any error or what will be the output? That is the question. Okay. Will it give any error or what will be the output? Okay. I'm just giving 2 minutes of time for these people. Just come up with the answer.
Ma'am, show the option.
No, I'm just asking what can be the possible output. Or if there is any error, what can be the
Ma'am, no give error. Only value merged.
Yeah, so here, can anyone, I have shown the answer as well, right? So can anyone explain why we have got this as the answer? Can
And
I,
the first for loop that M1, sorry, that total runs will contain everything which is there in match 1. After first one.
okay.
I mean, next for loop we are using match 2 and merge function.
Okay.
Next
So
for
merge is
loop,
like,
just update the value.
Like new already existing value plus the new value. So
Yes.
add.
Next for loop update the value only.
Okay. So here, why it is not Sachin 180? Because Sachin is the first name, right? In both the cases, Sachin is the first name, and Virat
Yes.
is the next name, and Dhoni is the next name, and Rohit is the last name. Why I'm getting this as the order as the answer?
It's sorted
Because in
based on
ascending
Yes, ma'am,
order.
name.
because tree map is
Tree map
sorting
Name.
functions in ascending
ascending
order.
order.
Uh, where are we sorting? Why it is descending?
It's a tree
Ma'am,
map. So
ascending.
tree map sorted.
Yes. So
Tree,
as it is a tree, yeah, someone else is also saying something. What?
ma'am, in tree map, it will print in ascending order.
Exactly. Yeah. As it is a tree map, what will happen in tree map? It will sort the keys, right? Here the key values are Sachin, Virat, Dhoni, and Rohit. So those values are sorted here. Like D and then R S T U V. Okay. So that's why we are getting R, S, and V. And the marks were, of course, so here though we are just adding like integer elements are added and we are merging it together. So we are getting the added values. So that's why no other orders are right. Only this order is correct. Is it clear?
Oh yes.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So if in place of merge, if it was a put, then the values of match 2 will be reflected.
See, already in total range is a tree map again. So in the tree map, we are just putting these elements and then we are merging. So if I again put the put, what will happen?
So it will have the match 2 values.
Because we cannot have the like duplicate elements, right? So that will be overwritten.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. So here is the next question, people. So we have the Java code here that is sequence checker and is mirror sequence, and they have given the stack and deck, and they are using like push and add of elements. As its stack they are pushing, and as its deck they are adding the element. And here they have given what code block has to be filled, so that the output can be is sequence to mirror, I mean like sequence 1 mirrored is true and sequence 2 mirrored is false, and they have given sequence 1 and 2 also. So sequence 1 is 1 2 3 2 1 and 1 2 3 4 5. And they have given what is meant by pop, poll, and peek off method. Peek off is nothing but it is to check the whatever is element in the starting head of the deck. Okay, it will not remove, it will not add or nothing. It will just give whatever is in the starting element. Poll is nothing but it will give the answer, like whatever is in the top element will get that, as well as it will remove it. Pop means push means we are inserting, pop means we are deleting from the stack, and poll is to get what is the first element as well as delete it parallelly. Both will be done. Peek is just to see what is in the first element. So here are the code.
This information will be provided as part of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what code block has to be given so that it will check the like both the arrays are sequenced or not. I mean, is mirrored or not. Here are the options. So as I'm viewing the option, you can just tell me why it is. Okay. Yes, people, did you get the answer for this?
Ma'am, could you please share the question?
Yeah, sure.
If you can zoom a bit, please.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is mirrored system?
What?
What is mirrored system?
Kana, your voice is not clear.
She's asking what is the C's mirrored sequence.
That is a method name given, right? So there only you need to fill. Okay, let's say. So let's say I'm just giving the values as right side and left side. So both the end values and the next values and the next values, is it same or not? That is what we need to check. So you can see
Okay.
is sequence mirror this because 1 and 1 are same, 2 and 2 are same, 3 is the middle value, fine. But in the sequence 2, you can see 1 and 5 not same, so it returned as false, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so now here they have mentioned this option 3 is the correct answer. So actually, what is happening here? Can anyone explain?
So it's checking if the queue, I mean,
We
that
are
list
comparing
is
from left
empty.
and right.
Stack is empty or not?
Yeah. So generally, what are the elements are there? It is like 1, and in the next value it's 2, and next is 3, 4, and 5. We have pushed the elements, right? Okay. Generally, it will be like 5, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. So these are the array elements, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how it works? How it works in stack?
We are copying out from
First in,
top.
first in.
Yeah. So here, whatever the first one that is mentioned here, and next one here, next two here, next three, next one, like this. Let's take example as 1 to 5. So how it will work? So it will insert in such a order that first is 1, above that is 2, above that is 3, okay, and above that is 4, and above that is 5. Like this, it will insert. So now what I have to do, I'm just doing the pop. So what is meant by pop?
Removes the last.
We are removing the
Yes, ma'am.
alpha
Remove the top element.
Okay,
from
so which
starting.
means 5. And what is meant by pole? Deck starting. That is 1. So if both are equal means here I'll get the value. What I'll get here? If both are equal, I'll get it as true.
True.
Not of true means false. So if both are not equal, it will return false fatapat. I mean, like on the spot, it will give it as false. Or else what will happen?
Ma'am, that is folding.
What?
Ma'am, here fold. Q1 dot fold.
Pole means I have replied here. No, it will just retrieve the and as well as it will remove the top element in the deck. So you can see we are adding the elements in the deck, and here we are pushing the elements. So 1 will go to the last, and 2 will come to the top, and 3 will come to the top, 4 will come to the top, and 5 will come to the top.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it?
What is the difference between push and add?
Push means it will just follow the first and last out principle. Add is like in deck, I'm adding the elements in both the ends. Either it can be rear end or in the back front end.
But how do we know from this whether it is adding?
It will add like this. If it is pole, I mean, if it is add. If it is push means it will add in such a way like this in the reversal one. So here if I have to take any element, first 5 will be taken out, then 4 will be taken, then 3 will be taken, like that.
When we do a pop.
Huh.
Okay.
Because last and first order principle is followed in the stack.
Okay.
Ma'am, when we are popping from topmost high, ma'am.
That is 5 will be popped and pole 1 will be popped and 1 will be deleted. So it will be like
Okay.
this.
So, ma'am, here,
Now the first will be like 4. So it will be like 4, 3, 2, 1. Here 2, 3, 4, 1. But already we have checked. Both are not equal. So it will return false. So the whole method stops. Is that clear, people?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear. By the way, do you know where I can find these PDFs?
I'll check, ma. If it is not visible, I'll just try to share. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, yeah. And if you could also let me know where I can find the revision slides.
I think that will be in the course extra content, like supplementary
The
content.
supplementary content, okay. In
Yeah.
the lectures PPT and slides section, right?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So from there, I have just accumulated and then we are just taking it.
Right, right.
Okay.
Ma'am, about the OPP thing,
Mm.
uh, will we be allowed to sit for the exam?
I said no, I'll just try to respond in the discourse or I'll try to inform you people. Or within tomorrow's session, you'll get to know that. Okay?
Okay, okay. So there is a session tomorrow at 8 p.m., right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
Tomorrow also people have the session and I'll try to cover up all the topics and for the doubt session as well. If I'm not able to do, you can just get it clarified in tomorrow's session. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. And
Yeah.
ma'am, just wanted to ask, has it occurred before that student has not been allowed for OPP before if they missed a particular GRPA?
I'll check and then I'll let you know people.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'll just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. And here is the next question, people. So here we have a class named book which implements the clonable. So which means clonable is a interface. And like here we are taking the string title and string author and public book, which is a constructor again. And public book clone of throws the clone not supported exception. And they're using the one more constructor like to string title plus author has to be given, and again they're using the another class which is implementing the same clonable, and here also we are giving the same. Okay, so here what will be the output of this, that is the question. So this is the whole code, people. So yeah, what will be the output of this?
So it'll be a shallow copy.
Repeat.
So here I see that this is library 2 is doing a shallow copy.
Actually they're just giving library 1 dot clone of method. Yeah, so this is the whole code as well.
So both objects will have the same. information.
Okay, what will be the exact output?
So it will be hang.
Instead of 198 19 1984, there will be hanging. All the things will be same there.
So in which one it will be changing, either in the library 1 or in the library 2?
Library 2.
Okay.
Both library 1 and 2 will have hanging.
But the only in second one it will change, right? Because in library 2 it has its own copy of the each book, like the year and then the author name and outline and then the like the same thing, right? So modifying library 2 will not affect the library 1.
Since it is cloning book also, the library and book both are copied. No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. So here like here it is just taking the copy of it, and then like when we are trying to clone, it is just taking the copy of the reference of the new, I mean like reference, there is a new object for that clone. So that's why when I'm making any change to the library 2, it's not affected in the library 1. So it has the different memory.
So it's performing shallow copy on the book, right? Books, but not on the string.
Yes.
The similar type of question given in mock also, but in that, if we are changing in second element, it is changing in first also. The value is getting changed in first also.
Which question?
Is it a deep copy or the shallow copy? Did you check?
It is a shallow copy.
But
Well,
here it looks like it's deep copying, right? In this code.
yeah, if it is of shallow copy, it will be affecting it will be affecting the original. In deep copy, we'll have new references, right?
Can you show?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. This is the whole code.
So in public book flow, we are calling this super dot flow, right?
Repeat.
So this public book clone throws clone not supported exception. This we are calling this super dot clone. So this is a shallow.
No. Here we are doing a full copy, full deep copy actually. That is why it does not affect the library. Like whatever I'm doing in the library 2 is not getting affected in the library 1.
How to find the difference?
Okay, I'll just tell you here.
So it's here. It's basically first making a new library and then assigning and going through all the books and then making new books in there. So it's a deep copy, right?
Yeah.
So it should not be affected.
Exactly. See, if I'm just giving super dot clone off, so that copies all the fields only by the reference. Okay, so like including the book list. But here, what are we doing? We are just replacing the list with the new array list of method, right? In case of library.
Oh, here the deep copies.
So there it is taking a new list, not as the shared list.
Okay.
So that's why it is just taking the new object, not as the shared one.
Yeah.
Each book also we are cloning separately,
Hmm.
along with like.
Yeah. And here, what will be the output of this code?
It will give
Right.
in output of 5,000.
Hmm.
Uh, मतलब
Five, no,
done
that
with
One
two,
second
three
TXN
or
and
two,
four.
four.
TXN three, TXN four.
Yeah,
TX and 2,
TXN 2, 3,
TX
4.
and 3, TX and 4.
People one by one.
Now it will
And
print
from 2 to
2x
4.
and 2, TX and 3, and TX and 4.
Yeah, why it is 2 to 4? 2, 3, and 4?
Because now here we are checking amount is greater than 1000.
Yes, exactly. So if it is greater than 1000 means here, as it's 999.99, it's not 1000. It's not greater than 1000. So this will be neglected, and this is of 330.40, which is also less than 1000. So removing these two, all the other IDs were printed here. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we need to get the choose the which gives the same output as the given Java code inside the code block. So there is a code block here. I have to choose the same, like whatever it is executing and giving the output. The same output I need to get, but I can be able to make few changes. So can you all say why it is option B?
Ma'am, because it is taking limit as 4, and from 1 square will be 1, and adding 2 to 1 it will be 3, 6, 3, 5, and 7, 5, 7, and 9. And 9 square is 81, and it should be less than 81. That can be, it will take 4 limit only.
Okay, they have given in the second line it is like take while and next is skip while and next is of drop while. What does mean by that?
Take while means it will take until n will be less than 81. Skip while will be skip until n will be less than 21. And same for drop also.
I think there is no skip while. Only drop while.
Exactly, there is nothing like skip while. Then what is the difference between the take while and drop while?
It will
Now,
not take until it will be less than 18. Means it will drop there.
Okay.
In short, we can say take while will run until and unless we find the false state. Drop while will run until and unless we find the false state.
Okay. So drop while in the sense of it skips the, like when the condition is true, it will just skip that. And then after that it will start again. But if you take the take while, if the condition fails, it will stop. It will not proceed further. Okay.
Yeah.
So here,
oh,
if the condition failed, it has to stop. That's why we are taking the take while. And here
now
you
what
can,
is skip
yes,
while? Ma'am, could you please explain skip while?
which one? This one?
Skip while.
Skip while.
There is nothing like skip while. It's a invalid one.
Okay, ma'am.
So either you can use take while, drop while, or you can just use the direct skip. That's it.
Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it in code that long count it will iterate from 1 to n plus 1 to n plus 2. So it
Yes.
will take 1 or not.
See, one will be included. Then n tends to n plus 2, which means after that it will take 3, then it will take 5, then it will take 7, then it will take 9.
Okay, and since limit is 4, it will take till
1.
7. No.
No. Actually, here in the next line, what is given? Like map of n tends to n into n, right?
Yes, ma'am. It will map all the numbers till infinity, but in limit 4, it will take 1 and till square of 7. No.
Not square of, square of 7, because the limit is 4. So 1, 9, 21, and sorry, 1, 9, 5 is 25, and then 49 will be taken. So next 9 nines are 81. It will not be taken. So it should
Um,
be less than 81. That's
for
all.
for count, does it count the number of elements, or like does it do a sum or something like that, or just counts number of elements?
Like count how many elements. That's it.
So if there is a limit and a count, it will always take the limit value, right?
Limit is to stop where it has to stop.
Right. Yeah. So if I put limit 4 and then do a count, it will always be 4, right? The count will come out to be 4.
No. Okay. Yeah, if the limit is 4, of course, the count will also come as 4 only.
Mhm. Right. Right. Yeah.
Because there will be only 4 elements in that stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, here comes the last question. So here we are having the map test, and we have a linked hash map and the tree map also, like map 1 and map 2. So string players are Virat, Rohit and Rahul. For string p colon players, m dot contents of p, we are putting the elements in map 1 and 2. If the key is not there, we are putting the zeros inside that. The player and the zero is given. Here it is given as Rohit 45, Rahul 60, and Virat 100, Pat 32. So print players of map is given. So what will be the output of this?
Could you
Which
please
means,
quickly explain what is the difference between tree map and hash map, like the linked hash map?
okay. So generally, if it is of tree map, what it will do?
It will take as
Ma'am, for tree map, it will be sorted, right?
Will sort.
Yes, automatically we'll just
Yeah.
sort the elements, right?
So for map 2, we will find them in the alphabetical order, and for map 1, we'll have them in the order we were putting it in, right?
What?
So for map 2, we should have the output in alphabetical order, right, for the player's name.
Mm-hmm.
And for map 1, we will have them in the way they were being put.
Inserted.
Yes,
Right.
we'll just that insertion order will be maintained in the linked hash map, but in case of tree map, we'll have the sorted elements by the key values. That's it.
Okay. So that's the main difference between the two.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So now what will be the output?
all the fours, but for link that map, it will be inserted order. For 3, it will be sorted. It should be all four now since map 2 also in else block we are adding.
But in map 1 and 2, what are we adding? P and the values, right? What are the P's? P's are from Virat, Rohit and Rahul, right?
Yes.
So as it is, like here we are giving 4. But what is happening here? Based on that only it is inserting, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have 3 values, Virat, Rohit and Rahul. So as it's a linked hash map, it will maintain the order. So first is Virat, next is Rohit and next is Rahul. So those marks are done. But in case of tree map, it will maintain in the sorted order. So RA, RO and then Virat. So that is why this is
Right.
the answer.
Now, why is there var map equals new hash map? Why is it var in the main?
So that is type inference.
Where it is mentioned?
In the static void main, the next line, var map equals to new hash map.
That is to denote that, like what you can say. Array, like I'm taking from the
Like instead of writing linked hash map, we are writing where, right, ma'am?
We can just write var instead of writing hash map like that.
like it's nothing but a keyword, like to refer it in a, like what you can say, like generally to, instead of giving us hash map string and integer map equal to, instead of
Mhm.
that they are just using it as var, that's it.
Right, right, got it. So that is just syntactical.
Like it's for local variable.
Okay, yeah, got it, got it.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the fourth player didn't get added because of we are iterating through the players inside the array of string Virat, Rohit, and Rahul, right?
Yes. Only this is taken as the string and we are iterating only through this. If
Okay.
let's say here Rohit is not given, so what will happen? It will put Rohit and it will put it as 0 instead of the value, because the value was not present.
Okay.
Okay, any other doubt, people?
Ma'am, could you please
So
explain
what
this
is the correct
question?
answer?
So this will be the correct answer. Virat, because as it is a linked hash map, it will maintain the order which I'm trying to insert. Like first will be like Virat, and next is Rohit, and next is Rahul. But if you take the tree map, it will take only the sorted order. So RA, RO, and then B, like that.
No, for Panth it should be 0.
Mm-hmm.
No, for Panth it 0.
No, because though we are taking these values, here you can see this is what we are doing, right? If the M contains the P, then I can put that P value inside this. P is nothing but the, first it will take Virat. It will check whether the Virat is present in the map M or not. Yes. So put the Virat and then the whatever the value I have got for it. No, we are not checking P and M. We are checking M and P. M containing the P or not, like that we are checking. So the M can have any number of elements.
Okay, so if in players, if there was another player, then it will be 0.
Hmm. All
Ma'am,
right, people.
yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, could you
So,
just share this PDF, and is there any more PDFs like this that we can revise before going to the exam?
I'll check, ma. So if possible, I'll try to share it with you.
Okay, ma'am, yes.
Yeah, I'll write.
So
Thank you.
it will be shared where exactly?
Uh, we can share it in Discourse or in the course itself in supplementary content. We can share.
Okay, ma'am. So that'll be done before the exam, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you please
Ma'am,
explain last question again?
Which one, ma?
Ma'am, last one, the
So
Rohit
they
Virat.
used a hash map, and they have used two things in hash map. One is linked hash map, and the other is the tree map. Generally, linked hash map that will maintain the order, like whatever the order I'm trying to insert. Let's say if I'm inserting in the order like first Rohit, then Rahul, and then Virat. So it will take in the same order. Okay, order will not change. But if you
Okay.
take the tree
Yes,
map,
ma'am.
if you take the tree map, so what will happen? It will take only in the sorted order. So who comes first? RA. So Rahul comes first, then RO. Like though it is of same R, it will check with the second character. So it is sorting it ascending order. That's it.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt in mock question.
Can we discuss tomorrow?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending this session.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.